Welcome to the Chaos Nutrition Old School Training with Muscle Sport Mag as our home turf over here. How you guys doing? Alright. I know you guys been digging the old school videos. We're going to talk a little bit more about old school today, but first, we're going to pull out some magazines. Now, as you all know, I think I told you, I love Muscle Digest. Wait, hold on. Muscle Digest was like my magazine when I was young. I loved that magazine. I loved them all, actually, but Muscle Digest, the first one to even talk about drugs and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, so here's, this one is from 1980. And right here, look, I want to show you something. Right here. That's Richard Baldwin on the cover. A lot of you guys might remember, you old school guys, Richard Baldwin is a very popular bodybuilder. Okay? He looked good. But what I liked, I'm going to get to this second here. But this is what a Muscle Digest first looked like. This is 1980. Okay? You can tell by the letters and everything else, right? But the letters meaning the fonts. Hold on, let me put this here. I have no room in this fucking place. Alright, and this is what Muscle Digest. Let me see, is there a date on this? No. Well, this is the 1970s. Here's what Muscle Digest look like. See, that's the difference. Look at the difference. And that's Steve Davis. And I believe that's his wife. Yeah, Ellen Davis. That's Steve Davis and his wife. You guys all remember Steve Davis. Come on. Steve Davis. Now, look at even the old picture. You can tell that's so 70s looking. Look at that. The picture, that's the supplements on the back. Like, that's your ad for supplements. That's the back of the magazine. Look at that. So 70s looking. I can almost hear that 70s, like, canned music. Look at my man right here. I love this guy. Sergio Oliva. Right there. Sometimes he wasn't the nicest guy in person. He was alright. It wasn't that he was not nice. He was just more standoffish, kind of quiet. But whatever. I loved him. And look at that thickness. Look at that thickness. I want you guys to see this. This is a guy from the 60s and 70s. And look at that thickness. He can hang with the guys today. The only difference is these guys got 40-inch ripped waists. Not kind of nice looking. But my man Sergio, he had a waist that was looking very 70s. I don't even know what she's doing in here, this girl. I don't know if she's a fitness girl or not. But that's a very 70s looking. Look at that. Holy God. But no, Sergio Oliva, bro, could hang with these guys today. Here, look, you guys remember this, the ad right here for the videos and all that. But look at Sergio right there. Look at him. Look at Sergio Oliva right there. Dude, he could hang with anybody today, mass-wise. And this is a guy from the 60s that even Schwarzenegger said he might have the greatest genetics he's ever seen. Oh, man, hold on. Look at this. Dale Adrian, when he won the... This is to Mr. America. When he went to Mr. America, look at, that's your, Mr. America right there, Dale Adrian. Okay, hold on. My head's hitting that light. This whole setup's that. Who puts a light, has a light in their friggin' video? Hold on, I can't even, hold on, I'm sure that is, yeah, that's Dale Adrian. Hold on, I don't want to get that wrong. I remember him from when I was young. It's one of the guys. But I mean, look what these supplements look like. Look at that. That looks like a friggin', what the hell kind of cannon? What kind of bottle is that? This looks like a chemist lab shit. But that's the supplements. Look, see? Supplement ad, right there. Look at those supplements. Anyway, that's a supplement. That's what the 70s, bro. But anybody, this is the guy who owned the magazine, Dr. Gordon Wong. He was the publisher. Okay, remember Gordon Wong? Some of you old school guys remember. That's Dr. Gordon Wong. He's the guy that owned this magazine. It was either they owned it or he's the editor or whatever the hell he was. I mean, there's more of a... Hold on. This is a guy who I absolutely love too. I got a good chance to... I met him. I was so happy to meet him. He was such a good guy too. Okay? That's Serge Nubret. Look at that friggin' physique. I mean, Serge Nubret's best pose sometimes was just standing there. Hey, I don't know of a guy who looks so good. Let me see. Did I have one of those pictures of him in here? Wait. Let me see if I can find one. I don't know if it's in here, guys. I mean, there's another picture of him right here. Okay? But when he would just stand there. There's a guy who used to take, I think, 200 pounds or something like that and just bench it until it's like he couldn't do it anymore. I got the chance to meet him. I love this guy, Tony Pandolfo. Okay. There you go. New York boy. That is Tony right there. I can't see anything without... Is that Tony? Yeah. My God. I know him too. He passed away. God rest his soul. Now, I met Roger Callard and I knew Mike Mentzer. I knew both of them. I don't know why Callard looked bigger than Mentzer here, but he was not bigger than Mentzer. But this is not the greatest picture of Mike Mentzer. But that's Mentzer next to Roger Callard. Okay. Mentzer was definitely bigger than Callard. I mean, I've seen them both in person many a time. That's Arnold sitting at the beach or sitting at a pool right there. Arnold. Okay. Now, you may look at that picture of Arnold and go, why does Arnold look like that? I don't get that. That's the 70s. I thought he was Jack. You don't understand. You don't understand. I've said this before in videos, guys. Arnold, they didn't take steroids all year round. A lot of these guys would take 6 months, 3 months. You know what I mean? Out of the year, they did not take steroids all year round. Holy shit. Wait a minute, guys. Oh, I thought that was Ron Tufel. They didn't take steroids all year round, so they didn't look like that all year round. Look at Serge Nubret, but he had his physique, he had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful physique. His chest was amazing, and he I don't even think he did incline press. He would just sit there and do, whatchamacallit? Oh, for God's sake. He would sit there and he would just, bench, and he would do like what I would do, like press to the neck, bench, with the not close grip for triceps, but the close grip, with closer grip. Let me see, maybe about that close. And he would bring it to his chest, sometimes to the upper pecs. Here's the other one, right? Okay, here's the other muscles. Right now we're at 1980. On the back is, I don't know what the hell that is. I don't remember that. That's one ad I don't remember. Okay, and I usually remember everything. What is this here now? The other side of steroids. Yeah, the other side. I remember this stupid shit. A lot of stuff was all ads. Let's see here. Oh, look at Chris Dickerson. I actually did a pose down against him in the gym. When I was a teenager, he came to the gym to do a seminar. Okay? And he picked me to pose down with and taught me how to pose and everything. But he was great. He was great. I was a teenager, so I was young. I was just a young lad. Let me see what else we got here. Dude, wow, I love all these ads. I don't know if you remember, it's the 80s and the late 70s always brought these funky pictures and stuff. Oh, look at that pec deck, by the way. Look at that. With a hand, with the first ones I saw. This is the first time I ever saw one where you grab it with your hand instead of the pec deck that I love. Anyway, look at all. Do you remember these t-shirts and stuff? You guys remember them t-shirt ads? The t-shirt, I love the t-shirt ads. Used to love all those shit. I remember a kid where I lived was like, he had that shirt that said D-Ball Breakfast of Champions. He wasn't even built. I was like, what is that, though? What is D-Ball? Is that like a supplement? We didn't know, because back then you didn't know. Hold on. It's this guy who I think it is. Hold on. Let me see. Dude, remember these? Talk about these, dude. Remember these? Look. Hold on. Let me see. These are all like shirts. Do you see these? Look at. Remember that? All these shirts. Look. I don't know if I can show you. If you get it, can you see it? Can you see it? Let's see. Look. Is one of these D-Balls Breakfast of Champions? I mean, let me see if I can try to get this closer to you guys. Do you see these shirts? Do you remember these shirts? Look. Do you remember the shirts like that? Do you remember that? Very popular. Very popular. Or how about the posters? Look at these posters. They don't have posters like this anymore. Those are posters right there. See? Posters. Posters. Look at them posters. I love that stuff. I love that stuff, man. That shit brings back memories. Wow. I remember all this. Look at it. I actually worked out I used to work out on a leg extension, leg curl like that for a while. Sometimes I would go to this small gym in California. When I was in California, a little bit, because I was so obsessed, all I did was work out. And I used to go to this gym, Apollo Gym in whatchamacallit, in Long Beach. Look at this. They used to have that. That's Serge Nubre's wife. Look at her. She looks good. She had some body. Jackie Nubre. Look at her tiny waist on her. You know, you're talking, she looked at that in the 70s. Back then, girls did not look like that. Alright, I'm almost done here. Yeah. Let me see what I got. Let me see. Ooh. Nice. Just showing you some of what good the girls look like back then. Remember that? Remember that ad for cut equipment? Anyway, that's that one. Hold on. Because I'm running out of time here. Oh, come on, dude. And then finally, Muscular Development, the same magazine I worked for. That's Doug Beaver, MD. The back of the magazine is legendary, baby. York Barbell Hoffman, all that stuff is in this thing. Doug Beaver again. Is that Annabelle Lopez again? Annabelle Lopez. Remember Annabelle Lopez? Remember that? Remember that guy? Annabelle Lopez. Now, I know a lot of you guys are looking at this stuff. Jesus, Mary Joseph. You know, a lot of you guys are looking at this saying, oh my God, that guy, you know, those are pro bodybuilders, those guys, well, you gotta understand, I used to drink the same stuff, look, right there, Hoffman, I take that and the protein pills, look at the Hoffman, do you guys remember that? You old school guys must remember that little top, the little metal cap, oh, here he is, Ron Tufel, remember Ron Tufel, look at him, that was a legendary picture, look what he looked like. Standing next to that chick. Look at him. Ron Tufel. Remember Ronnie? Anyway, alright guys. I'll have to show more of that another time. But we got to get busy here because my time clock's ticking. Alright. Let me get my board here. First question. Blink 182. Yeah, okay. You guys come up with some names, man. He wants to know, how come, wait, I'm sorry, kid. Once again, real fast. That's my handwriting. Okay. How come that's not printed out, is what I'm saying. Why didn't you just have it printed out? Shut up, because my girlfriend starts bitching. You're wasting all the ink because she sells shit and she needs the ink for, you know, mailing out packages and everything, whatever. Okay, so I gotta read my own handwriting. I can't read it. How come My friend has acne. No, wait, no. He has no acne. I'm sorry. I didn't see the word no. It's right there. No. How come my friend has no acne and I do? I'm on only a small amount of gear. Please help. Well, that's like kind of a broad statement there, buddy. Blink 182. Alright, so why do guys get acne? Okay. First of all, I'm going to be honest with you. It's in my experience, this is no science behind this. This is just my observation. Is that the people who get acne are the people who are younger. I never saw a guy who was 30 or later on taking steroids and getting acne. It's always the young guys that get it. 21, 22, 18, 17, who shouldn't be taking steroids at all, but you can't. Those people don't listen. Okay, so in my experience, it's those kids that get the acne. It's when kids start taking steroids, and it kind of throws off their hormones, because acne is hormonal. Don't believe, oh my God, well, I got clogged pores and all, and you sit there and use all these acne scrubs and all that stuff. It really doesn't change anything. I did have a friend when I was younger that took steroids. I was older than him, but he was like maybe 10 years younger than me. But the thing is that he would, like, when he would go in the sun and tan a lot, it seemed to dry him up. He would go out he had bad acne on his back. And he would go on, and it would dry him up. Girls get it more on the face when they screw around with steroids. Guys get it on the back, the shoulders, places like that. Not all. Relax. Not all. Okay? It's just, it's just an observation. I just think that it's a hormone thing. I don't think that you should, I think that God's telling you don't take steroids, when you're young. Because, listen to me. Even bitch tits and stuff like that, a lot of that comes more with younger guys than older. Or if you're older and you go off steroids and then you come back on, sometimes if you go off, you just don't have the testosterone anymore, and estrogen is prevalent, and you get, nipples, and that's why, like, I think Franco Colombo in 1981 was one of the first. I think Hubert Metz is the first guy I ever saw with it, but then, I saw Franco Colombo with it in 81, and I think it's more because he stopped taking steroids. Okay, because they would cycle that. He would stop spitting over here. He would stop taking steroids. And I think that's what would happen. The estrogen would come in. But most of the time, guys who started taking steroids younger seem to be a little bit more prevalent. If you have bigger areolas, if you naturally have big areolas, those are the guys that kind of get, like, bitch tits a little bit easier. I think that... the acne on the back and all this, I think a lot of that just comes from, the total hormonal imbalance. As we get older, it just doesn't seem like older guys don't seem to get it as much. I didn't get ball shrinkage. I took a lot of steroids too. I didn't get ball shrinkage. I didn't get any acne. The only thing I got was the hair loss, alright? And that's because that shit was coming anyway, okay? My father had a full, thick head of hair. He lived, he was 88 when he died, or whatever he was. 87, 80, I can't even remember. But he had a full, thick head of hair. Not even thinning, nowhere. He had a little bit of the little receding hair that Italian guys get, but, that's the hairline. And he didn't have it thin. It wasn't thin at all. It was thick, okay? But me, my mother's brothers were bald and everything, so I think I got it from them. But it's genetic, so it's almost like the leaf on a tree. It's programmed to die in the fall and grow back in the winter, right? I mean, in the summer, spring. What I'm saying is that everything's genetic. It's in its DNA. I don't think you could sit there and put a light on a tree and fake it out and, keep it warm all winter and try to keep its leaves. I think it's just genetic. Well, each hair is genetically coded to fall. Don't believe all these hair lotions and take this new super beta pill and, it'll stop your hair loss or stop acne. A lot of that stuff is genetic, okay? And if it's in your DNA and it's in your history, and if you got acne problems in your family, and that's predetermined, then you start throwing your hormones off when you're young, you may just get, bad acne. tell you, I mean, you can use Accutane, you can use different things, but don't sit there and think that a Stridex pad or some soap that you get that's going to scrub, open up the pores and all that stuff. Sorry, that don't work. Then dermatologists would be out of business then. They wouldn't even need the dermatologist for acne. Just use this super scrub that they give. It's bullcrap. Yeah, your clogs get poured, but they get poured because, excuse me, they get clogged. The pores get clogged. Manon, Jesus, the pores get clogged because the gland is secreting so much oil because it's been stimulated by this hormone. Okay, usually DHT and different things like that. But I mean, and your whole levels are thrown off. I mean, it's not just DHT. Look, it's a hormonal thing, and it's definitely, when you're younger, you throw off your hormones, definitely will trigger it off more so. That doesn't mean an older guy can't get it. He can. It's just that you're not going to take something that's going to stop acne, Accutane, or, it's not because you're eating chocolate bars. It's all wives' tale. None of that's true. None of it's true. Everything, hair loss, everything we have, bitch tits, ball shrinkage, all that stuff is all genetic, and it's what you have. There's plenty of bodybuilders who blast testosterone and have thick crops up on the head. You know what I mean? I have a friend who's got a rug up there, and he used to do a lot of steroids. I'm just telling you, it means nothing. It has to do with genetics, your DNA, the whole bit. Acne's not something that some bottle, some scrub, or some pill. Don't believe all these things, these pills that get rid of acne, these pills that can stop hair loss or anything. Not true. The only thing you can do is stop maybe bitch tits by taking like letrozole or something like that. But that's a different question. So I don't know what to tell you about the acne. Tan, scrub your back, open up the pores, but that's not going to stop. This is a hormonal thing. You know what I mean? Maybe go to the best thing is really a dermatologist to go to see what they're doing. But you got to tell them I'm taking steroids, More than likely he's going to say, aha, there's the culprit, stop taking steroids. And when you're young, you throw off your hormones so much. There's different things that create the acne. So, sorry, bro. Don't be tased. My advice to you is don't take steroids if you're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. I know some of you guys don't want to hear that. But, there you go. I was 35 when I started. I was 23 years natural, so, that's why I responded. Well-trained muscle responds better than untrained muscle. Sorry, you're looking for the magic bullet, but I can't change your DNA, okay? I can't stop you from losing the hair. It's all bullshit. Don't believe anybody that can tell you that. It's all a lie. There you go. All right, Wrestling King 2000. Nice guy. Always supports me. Thank you, Wrestling King. I see all your posts. You got some good questions. He wants to know which guy, when I was back in Gold's Gym back in like 1980, 81, 82, anything like that, he wanted to know who was the guy who impressed me the most with feats of strength. Right? Yes. Okay. Listen to me. Jeep Swenson was it was like in a totally different stratosphere. I mean, he was crazy. He was crazy. He's another one. He could take a 45-pound plate and fling it across the room like it was a frisbee. I mean, he was super strong. I seen him bench close 700 in there. I don't remember what he squatted, but I know he was over 400 pounds. Okay, he was 6'4", 400 pounds, and he was an ox. Now, was he the strongest guy there? Some people say he's the biggest bodybuilder, strongest bodybuilder. He was not. To me, the strongest, baddest, most built bodybuilder, the guy who just totally impressed me and made me bug out, really, was my old nemesis, Victor Richards. Victor Richards, I've spotted him. He did 260-pound dumbbells on the incline flies like this, and I would help him with the elbows. And the sponge story, he says he doesn't remember that story. Well, I don't believe he doesn't remember, but I remember it very well because I thought I was going to get my ass kicked by like 10 guys in that gym, okay? Because he was complaining afterwards, and they were making fun of him instead of making, they were breaking my balls, and then they started making fun of him, the Barbarian Brothers. That's another story. You guys probably already heard the story many times. It's all over the place. He says he doesn't remember. Whatever. He's full of shit. But, me and him have a few little run-ins over the years. So he's not a bad guy, though. He's not a bad guy. He just thinks differently. You know what I mean? Little man. He kept telling me, little man, when we were arguing. I was 20, 21 years old. You know what I mean? Little man, I told him, bro, I said the stupidest shit. I'm from New Punch, bro. I don't give a shit. Like I was going to kick him in the nuts. You know what I mean? I was going to punch him and kick him in the nuts like that and then run. I was young, dude. I weighed 160 pounds. You know what I mean? Anyway. But he was so strong, bro. No, I'm telling you, I've never seen anybody strong like that. I seen him bench. He benched, it was in the 600s. It was in the 600s. I mean, he had like 24-inch arms, 37, 38-inch thighs. I mean, dude, he wasn't fat. This guy was just, I don't know if there's ever been a bodybuilder like that who was so strong and so big. He had the mass of, you guys talk about Nick Walker and Big Rammy. He was bigger. I'm telling you, he was bigger. And this is 1980, and he did not have no big bloated waist either. Okay? His waist was where it should be. It was in proportion. Those thighs were like if you cut his thigh like this with a saw, the round like this, a piece would be as round as a 45-pound plate. It was unbelievable. And I can't take anything away from the guy. Even, again, I actually think he's a good guy. It's that he thinks on a different plane than we do. Because, I don't know if he's Jamaican or whatever, but he had a different mindset. That's why him and I would have run-ins and stuff, But he had a different mindset, But he was just so friggin' strong. Those dumbbells, I had to lift him up and help him. I had trouble lifting him up. And this guy's over there, doing like flies like they were not, like doing 10 reps with that. You know what I mean? Ronnie Coleman's the same way. But I wasn't in the gym with Ronnie. I'm good friends with Ronnie. Ronnie's a great guy. You want to talk about a good guy? You want to talk about somebody who's a really good guy? A really nice guy? A real true bodybuilding national treasure? Of all the Mr. Olympias, that's the nicest guy ever, Ronnie Coleman. But that's not the question. I wasn't in the gym with Ronnie. I worked with Ronnie. I worked with muscular development for years. Okay, so, but Victor Richards was unbelievably strong. I think he squatted 900 pounds. Those thighs was so, think about it, a 45-pound, I can't even show you guys, it's like, his thigh was this round. And again, it's not like these guys today. He was minimum drugs. Do you ever see what he looked like at 16 years old? He was a monster. You know what I mean? The only other guy I saw, besides myself, because I was a really good teenager, was, the only other guy I saw who really impressed the shit out of me naturally like that was what's his name? Kai Green. Okay? Was, monster. Kai Green was a monster, is a natural. And, they say Mike Asher was natural, my old coach Bob Gruskin says no, but I don't know. Well, I don't know. But Mike Asher wasn't huge. These guys were huge. Victor Richards was so strong. There was nobody. I didn't see anybody. James Swenson's a 6'4", almost 6'5", 400 and something pounds. But I don't know, man. It was close between him and Victor Richards, who was stronger. But Victor Richards looked better. Jeep Swenson looked like a giant refrigerator with a head on it. You know what I mean? Victor Richards was a bodybuilder, bro. It was just, the shoulders were, 6 feet wide. It was just unbelievable. Again, everybody knows about the run-in with me and him. The stories, me and him have been on a show together. Again, he's, I forget, I don't remember. It's selective memories what he has. But whatever. It happened, and I was pissed about it. But I give him a car. I give him a pass because I don't think he's a bad guy. We've talked a lot, him and I, over the years. There's no problems. I'm talking about 1981, this happened. But I give him a pass because he has a different mindset. He just thinks, he's one of those guys who just is little out there in his thinking, you know what I mean? And he didn't mean it, but my God, did he impress me? He impressed me like you wouldn't believe, visually and strength-wise. I'm gonna say one other thing. I gotta throw this in there. Visually, I would have to say one other bodybuilder really like made me fall off my chair when I saw him, and that was Rory Leidelmeyer. Great guy. My God, when I saw him walk in the gym, he'd stand there with just his arms hanging. His shoulders looked like cannonballs, and his arms looked like cannonballs. They were huge. I don't know. He might have had bigger arms than Victor Rich, but that's hard to say because Victor Rich's arms were monstrous too. It's just that Rory Leidelmeyer had that round. I mean, like beautiful. The lines to me. Now, Rory Leidelmeyer was Bob Bonham's, my boy Bob Bonham, God rest his soul, was his favorite bodybuilder growing up and everything like that. And I loved Rory because Rory was always in these magazines right here, Muscle Digest. He was always in Muscle Digest magazine. But my God, was in person, when you saw him, he was a good-looking guy. He had that friggin' taper and everything, big chest, you know, like two cannonballs, but he looked like round, like this round, everything was round, like Rory Leidelmeyer, man. Unbelievable guy. Should have been top bodybuilder, you know. Beautiful, beautiful structure, beautiful physique. Different than Victor Richards. Victor Richards looked like something you see in a horror movie coming after you. He was just looked like the Incredible Hulk, when a drawing of the Incredible. But Rory Leidelmeyer, he had the kind of body that even chicks like. I mean, he had that small waist and everything like that like sleek. I call his line sleek. He had sleek lines with big bulby muscle. Beautiful, beautiful physique. So those are the two guys that impressed me. Strength-wise, I wasn't watching Rory train. I saw him with John Aranita, you know, a few different guys in there. I think that's how you say it, Aranita. But you know, he was a teenager, Mr. America and everything. Rudy Hermoscello, I'd seen that was a tiny guy. But I'm going to tell you, Rory, I wasn't watching him like train, but, you know, because I seen him train, but I wasn't like paying attention to the weights he was using, but his physique was good, the most beautiful physique. Victor Richards was the most like scary looking, monstrous physique. And Victor Richards, I was involved because I was helping him train. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't helping him train. I was this little Botswana slave boy. Hey, get me those weights. Get me those weights and bring them over here. Help me. And in the middle of my workout, I'd have to stop and help him, you know. Anyway, he's not a bad guy. Our little run-in with the sponges thing, I'm over that. That was, you know, my God, 40-plus years ago. And, I don't know, whatever. He's just not a bad guy. All right, next. All right, here we go. Low Ho. Oh, funny. I am... What the frick? I am fighting... I know, I wrote these up, but I read them up a while ago, and sometimes I don't remember. I am an MMA... Wait. Yeah, I am an MMA fighter. What is your best training advice for a fighter? Oh, guys, holy God. What's your best training advice for a fighter? Okay, listen to me. You know, I would help sometimes my daughter's lacrosse team. You know, with this girls lacrosse, I helped my son, you know, his baseball team and everything like that. Sometimes when they were little, I would, you know, give advice for just exercising because they were too young to really get in a gym and hang and bang. You would never want me as a coach because I'm intense with shit. I'm not talking about a coach for bodybuilding training. I'm talking about a coach in something like MMA or any sport. Because the first thing in sports is, for me, is stretching. I'd make you stretch every goddamn day. You couldn't do a thing till you stretch. And then, I don't even know if I'd have guys, you know, like, I'd have some practicing a play. But more than anything, I'm a conditioning guy. So you'd be doing nothing but running. So you want to know what I think about MMA? I don't care how much weights you lift, okay? I mean, you're asking me, Loho's probably asking me because he wants a workout routine, you know, so you get strong for MMA. Obviously, you strength train and everything like that, but it's not the weights that's going to... You want to be a better fighter? Run. You want to be a better baseball player? Run. You want to be a better lacrosse player? Run. You want to be a better football player, soccer player, basketball basketball player, hockey player, run, 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 run till you can't run anymore. You would hate me if I was your football coach, because if you guys wouldn't be sitting there tackling each other and go, how did I play? No, we'd practice plays because you got to learn the plays. But not after you, only after you ran your ass off, okay? Only after I'd make you run. You have no idea. Half the practice would be run. You'd run for literally miles. And that's my biggest thing is running. Now, I was a great runner. I'm one of the few guys that when I was younger, I can't do it now, dude, okay? I used to be able to be a good swimmer. Now I swim like if you threw a cinder block in a swimming pool. That's the way I swim, because muscle just is not it's good for swimming, okay? Nor is it good for running or any of that stuff. But I can sprint and I can friggin' run long distance, which is usually guys could do one or the other. I can do both. And I used to run long distance all the time, and I'm just telling you, you have to run. You have to running. That's my biggest thing. Forget all that. Now, I'm not talking about no treadmill, bro. I'm talking about outside running. I don't care what you tell me. It's almost like comparing a machine, okay, with a dumbbell. It's even though you're doing the same movement, the machine is controlled. I do like machines with that, but there's nothing like a dumbbell, okay? There's nothing. You can't run on a treadmill. It's not the same. I don't care. It's good, but it's not great. It's not like running outside. I would have you on the track running. I'd have you running cross country. That's what I believe in. And that's what makes the Diaz brothers such good fighters. It's conditioning. Okay, if you're going to fight, it's conditioning. Yeah, I don't care. Look at all these boxers and fighters that just peter out after so many rounds, because it's conditioning. The guys who, Mariusz Pudzianowski was a monster. But all you have to do is get in there with him, okay, and let him for 2 minutes in a round just come at you and just throw haymakers and try to kill you. After the 2 minutes, he can't breathe anymore. Now it's time to kick his ass. What I'm trying to say is that running is everything, okay, and that's what makes a great athlete. That's what makes Diaz gets stronger with rounds, okay? That's why Conor McGregor had, in the beginning, Conor McGregor be pounding him and everything, but by the end of the fight, Diaz is coming back. Why? It's conditioning. Not because he punches really hard or any of that stuff. It's because he's got the mind. In the mind, he can't be beat. And, he's got that's the heart of a lion. But he's conditioning. I don't care if you have the heart of a lion. I don't care if you're a lion heart. I don't care if you throw the hardest punches on the planet. If you don't knock the guy out after 30 seconds, the average guy is done. You're done. Because now you can't breathe. And if you fight anybody with any kind of skill, any kind of wind, they're going to kick your ass. I don't care how hard you punch. It's never been the hardest puncher wins. It's never been the hardest guy who kicks the best or could put you in, a Kimura or whatever. It's never been that. It's run. It's conditioning. That's what wins fights. I'm just telling you, sorry, spitting all over the place. Okay, you wouldn't want me to be a football coach because I don't care about, of course you have to know the plays. But that's not what I don't care about, making you sit there and just hit each other all day during practice. No, that's not going to do anything, okay? I want your conditioning. I want you to out-condition the other team. So when the other team's in the fourth quarter, they're breathing like this, I want you to be like, yo, dude, what's up? What's up, man? I'm good right here. Because then all of a sudden you start excelling, okay? Running is the key. So you want my advice? And I don't care what you do in the weight room. That's a moot point if you're going to fight MMA. That's a moot point. In the old days, a lot of those guys weren't even fighting. The Gracies don't care. They're not in there trying to sling heavy weights. Conditioning and skill. Those two, forget about it, okay? I'm just telling you. So I can't help you with the skill. I'm not an MMA expert or anything. My daughter is. Some of you guys know that my daughter's a fighter. My daughter also fought bare knuckle. My daughter was undefeated bare knuckle. My daughter's a badass, but she played lacrosse. I used to make her run. She could run the whole field back and forth. Wheels. She'd get on there, one stick. They used to call my daughter Crazy Stick. She'd have one stick, and she'd run with one stick, and she could shoot underhand, or she'd snap it behind her. She would throw. She was but that's because of conditioning. Conditioning. Run. Don't stop running. Again, you would hate me if I was your football coach, because the minute we all got to practice, I get everybody together and I'd say, okay, I want to see for an hour you're going to run on that track. All you, and anybody who stops and pukes or whatever, you sit your ass down, you're not playing the next game. You're going to run. You're going to be in condition. Condition is everything. Everything, especially in fighting. If you're not in condition, I don't care. You can go in there against Godzilla, and he could have the greatest punch and be the hardest puncher in the world. If you can stay away from him and get him to throw a few of those punches and miss, guess what? Give it about 2 minutes, like Mary Spujanowski. You'll be on the canvas like this. They'll be on the canvas because you're conditioned. Conditioning plus skill. Then power wins. Power is nothing compared to conditioning and skill. There you go. That's my 2 cents. And I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Okay? Matter of fact, my friend's son plays in the minors in baseball. And when he was in college, he asked me, what can he do? And you know what I told him? And this is my advice to all of you. No matter what sport you're playing, soccer, basketball, baseball, whatever the sport is, you know what you do? Train. This is what I told the kid. Train with the track team. Forget about the gym. You can work out in the gym, but I'm not going to get into that, you know, because it's being bulk and getting jacked is not going to help. Train with the track team. Run with the track team. Do their routine and watch how good of an athlete you become. There you go. That's my advice. And I'm not wrong. So there you go. That's it. Look. I didn't really get a chance to show you too much of the Doug Beaver magazine. This is the muscular development, right? This is 1978. Yeah, 1978. Okay? Now, I just gotta show, I used to love this magazine, because this magazine actually had powerlifting stuff all the time. You know, here's powerlifting, bench press stuff, and they would give you all the, see, I can't see what I'm showing you. See, there's like, you know, all kinds of powerlifting. They have both powerlifting and bodybuilding. Now, I wasn't so much into powerlifting, but I was a bench presser. So, you know, and I want a bench show, so you guys have seen this shit. But I mean, like, you know, you see the guys all doing, and they give the numbers and the rankings and all that shit to powerlifting, because it was everything. This magazine did everything. Muscular Development. They also had a brother magazine, which I tried to get Steve Blackman to bring it back. Okay, look at this. Do you know, wait, hold on, don't go nowhere, guys. Okay, I thought it was Bertle Fox, because I had one with Bertle Fox when he was young, and it looked funny. This guy looks just like a young Bertle Fox. Again, there's the supplements. I love those supplements. I used to take them. I used to love that the little tin thing. Oh, the little tin thing right there. Wait, where is it? Can you guys see that? You know, the little top that you take off. Remember that little scoop? I used to love that shit. And they always had the facts. You know, with the the fun facts and stuff. You know, with the drawings. You know, with the little drawings and everything. Remember them? I had one of them chest expanders, you know, the springs, and I had one of them snap and hit me in the back of the head. Wait a minute, I can't see this. This is horrible. No wonder why I can't see the freaking. I hit the camera. I'm a Momo, bro. I'm like a professional Momo. I'm not even a Momo. I'm a fucker. Look, if you squat like that right there, you're bad. Look at that. That's not a squat. That's a good morning. The ass ain't even bent. The knees aren't even bent. That's forget it. That's your ass. Too many guys in the gym that squatting to the bench. Oh my God. Oh, remember Dave Johns? Who doesn't remember that guy, dude? You remember that guy, Dave Johns, right there? Remember Dave Johns, you old school guys? Huh? Dave Johns, holy shit, Mr. America. He was a good guy. Oh my God. George Jefferman. My God, you're really talking about the old school now, right there. Look at that. That's a natural physique, by the way. See that? You guys think that you can't get jacked natural. I got jacked natural. That guy got jacked natural. Kai Green got jacked natural. But that was the physique, man. That was the physique. Again, that's the drink I drank. I think I showed you that one already. That's the drink I drank. I remember that tasted like if you stuck flour in water or you know, look at this. I keep hitting this freaking. Whoa, sorry guys. Hey, you need help? What was I gonna say? This stuff tastes. There's Dave Johns again. This stuff tastes like like pancake mix. You know, if you mix up pancake mix, it has a pancake mix smell. That's what it looked like. You know what I mean? Who's this guy? Wait, I can't remember the name here. Oh, that's Doug Beaver. Yeah, asshole. He looked different. But look at that. I remember thinking, man, he's ripped. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that physique. I mean, you're talking about this is the 70s, guys. I know today that, I couldn't even win Mr. Teenage America. Shut up with that shit, These guys today, you're talking about, you know what I'm saying? See, like here, here's for the 1978 World Powerlifting Championships, right? Here's the ad for that right here. See that? Look, see? 1978 World Powerlifting Championships. That's the poster for it right there. My girlfriend, okay, that's enough of that. Listen to me, my girlfriend has, oh my God, I'll do a special video one day of just the posters that I had. Oh my God, some are signed to me, but she's supposed to be selling them. She hasn't put them up yet. She's a fucko. Shh. She'll kill me if she hears me. She'll have my mother-in-law sit on me. Her mother. Dude, you have no idea. I have posters, okay, that are unbelievable bodybuilding, but you can't find bodybuilding. They don't make bodybuilding posters. I mean, it's like a thing in the 70s and 80s. I have them. I got a ton of them. I got Mr. Olympia posters, for the show, legit, like the real ones, And she gotta put them up for sale on eBay. What am I gonna do? I'm old, man. Look, it's my girlfriend. Whoa. Look, ready? This is for her father. Hold on, wait. How you put this on? Like this? Maybe? I don't know. Look. The Mexican. Look at that. Hey, Cinco de Mayo. Hey, look. See that? Shit, that's funny. Okay. Enough of that. Anyway. I love you guys, man. Thanks for being here. Don't forget chaosnutrition.com. All right, Muscle Sport Mag here. We're hoping that this continues. Get a hold of Chaos Nutrition. I don't even know what the hell they sell, but I know it's like he's got like pre-workouts and stuff. So if you're gonna buy a pre-workout, get it from him. We gotta support the video. So anyway. I love you guys, man. Old school, man. It's the only way. I mean, I got jacked naturally from the old school mindset. We're gonna do a lot more, but you gotta put your comments down. I can't answer your questions if you don't put the comments here. So put your comments here, and I'll answer your question. All right? I interact with everybody. If it's been a couple of days, the video's up. Sometimes I'll see it, but sometimes I don't have time. I'm doing all these other videos. All right? But I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Look, I got paint on my hands, so. Tying the handkerchief. Shut up. All right. See you in the next video.